so I think we are ready to pull it out. We'll at least get it hooked up to the hoist. I think it's probably taken an hour and a half, 2 hours. Get the wire loom off, Apollo tank out, fuel lines off, throttle, clutch, manifold, starter motor, all those bits and bobs, exhaust stuff. So I think I'm ready to lift it up. The gearbox mounting bolts are out underneath. So I think we're there. So that's not been too bad. I'm going to try and take it out with the throttle bodies on. Whether this is a good or bad idea, I'll find out in due course, but I think we'll be fine. So there we go. I'll get it up and out. Okay, so the engine's out. Never too much trouble. Every time I've ever took these on these out though, I smashed the reverse light switch terminals off. I've got a spare one, no surprise, that I keep them spare. I really should unbolt it before I take it off, just impatient. But there you go. Other than that, make sure you take the your gear knob off as well. I left that on, so when I started dropping it down I was like, oh, hold up, and then that was a pain in the bottom as well. So 2 things to note. So yeah, give me a couple of minutes and I'll strip this cover off at the top of the box, and we'll have a little look, see if we can just see what's up with third. If we can't see anything, then I'll strip it off. Well, we'll see. Nice to see something before we strip it apart, but if not, that's what we'll do. So, cover plate off the box. Everything looks okay to me. So this is the third gear here, and the synchro ring does move. It was feeling a lot tighter when I first opened it up, and now it feels much more free. Now, personally, it felt like there was no synchro to the gear, so I'm wondering if the synchro ring has been locked or is tight against the gear, and it was sitting in the without putting any block on the synchro, so thus you were trying to run it into the gear. But the only other thing I can note as well is there's a little bit of play in third, the actual gear, slight bit of play forward and backwards, which doesn't seem to be present in the others as it stands where I can get my hands. So nothing jumps out, to be honest, as it stands. It is. So I'll strip it off and strip it out and have a good look at it on the bench. But certainly did feel tight. Now it doesn't feel tight at all, which makes you think that there's a bit of crap in there maybe. But I don't want to be doing this again, so I'm going to strip it open. Hopefully the new bits will arrive today, so we can just rebuild third, and I think I'm going to put synchro for fourth while I was there. So get that rebuilt and then put back together. I need to investigate the oil leak. There was an oil leak just at the front here, so I'm hoping when I take this bell housing off, the seal of the gearbox to the input shaft, or the gasket or the seals, a problem. So if that's the case, then I've got new ones of those waiting to go on. So cool. Hi guys, thought I'd just give you a first glance review of these LED lamps, headlamps for in this case for a Caterham. These are 5 3/4 inch fittings. You can see the original one there, and then, as I say, the upgraded one here. Relatively easy to fit. Let's just turn the lights on so you can see them. So you can see the side light. This side nice. And that one is the old candle light. So side lights are much better. Look at that. See them from here. You can see with the light behind it. Still quite bright. Going on to beams. You can see, if you can see the wall down there, I don't know if pick the light up or not, but just bring it back here, see if it's, there we go. So you can see the original headlight. If I just cover up this one, so you can see that yellowness of that and the brightness of that. It's not actually coming out that well on the front, I think. That's a bit like it. So you can see the orange of the original halogen and the brightness of the, and then full beam again. The LED one is a lot more defined in its beams. So overall, quite a good improvement in light output, I think, even though if it's going to be slightly patchier, I think, actually, and at night we'll get the other lamp fitted and we might find that we lose some of those dead zones. But these are Eagle Vision ones from eBay. They're the cheapest you're going to get, I think, in fitting terms. I think it's 42 quid for the pair. So not any high hopes for them, but on the outside anything's better than what was there before. So just to go over fitting these units into the catering bowls. This is a 2004 K series, so it's probably going to be similar to most of the others. The connector here, this connector is a direct fit, and it comes with 2 additional wires, one for the side lights and one for the indicators if you so wish. As it happens, on my car the wiring colours are the same. Green is for my indicator and red is for my side light. So now from here, from the original fitting, you obviously got the main connector there, and then you have a earth and then your side lights. So you obviously cut the side light wire and put a new crimp on it, and thus it all works. So that part's okay. Now what you'll find is that these fittings that hold the lens into the bowl, into the actual outer lens, these parts here, I've only got 2 on this lamp for some reason, but because this light is thicker, they will fit with the thicker light without modifying them. However, you can't get the angle it sits at. It rubs up against the bezel here. So this outer bezel where the this raised section is here at the front, it runs into it. So what you have to do, either order some so that you haven't got to cut these ones down and keep these spare, or just trim a couple of millimeters off each of the legs, the spider's legs that are up here. Just a tiny small amount off it, and they'll just relax back into position. Otherwise they sit around too much and, like I say, the bowl won't go on. So that's the only thing you really need to modify, that and the wiring for the side lamp. Unless you want to get involved later on, I might decide, I'm not going to do it now because I quite like the indicator look, but later on I might decide to drop the headlights down onto the lower stanchions, and then I'll probably get rid of the indicators and just use the one that's inside the lens. But I think for the moment, for the way I quite like this look. So I think we'll leave it like that for the moment. Go from there. So that should be about it for fitting. It's not really difficult as tasks go. So there you go. Hopefully that's helped you out.